A warm welcome to the channel, Monday the 23rd of October 2023, and rip off Britain, or scamming Britain. Whew. Now, many thanks to everyone who helped me with the air ticket so I can go and see my mum. Really appreciate that, truly. Then I started to think, how do I get to go and see my mum? My mum lives in Wales, which is, I don't know how many kilometres or miles away from London or Heathrow Airport. So I thought I could rent a car. I have a driving licence, it's a Cambodian driving licence, but I have one allowed to drive in England. So I went to all the rent-a-car agencies, and I could get a car near enough for, let's say, $200 for the time I was going to spend there. So I'm not going to inconvenience people. I can have my own sort of freedom there. But this is the sort of scam that you have to pay. Even if you have the top insurance, you still have to pay an excess of £1,500. Wow, which they say is refundable afterwards. Now, I can believe Avis, Hertz, Budget, Alamo, whatever. I can believe all them, that they would. But what happens if you don't have £1,500 in your credit card? You just can't get a car. I've searched for many. I went for the top insurance and it went up a little bit higher. That's okay. But the deposit, or the excess as they call it, just forget it. Then I thought, okay, if I can't get a car, I can get a train. But this is the train. It takes about 2 hours and 11 minutes, I do believe. I would have to go from Heathrow to Paddington, and then Paddington to Newport, and then Newport to Abergavenny, and that's the closest train station to where my mum lives. But in British pounds, I think the cheapest I could find was 50. Excuse me, that's another thing. I do have a bit of a cold coming along. I've got it from my girlfriend, unfortunately, but I think we are getting better. So that would be about, what, $70. Now, I remember the old days. I could rent a car at Heathrow Airport. I could just show up. This is before online. You would pay like 30, 40, 50 pounds. That's okay for Heathrow Terminal 4, Terminal 5 ticket. And that was it. There was no deposit. There was no excess. Now it seems like a upsell all the time. Do you want a GPS in your car? Well, yeah, isn't that standard? And they think, no, it isn't. It feels like you're renting the car from 20 years ago and they want to charge you £9 extra per day just for GPS. The answer is no. I can get a SIM card in the UK for £20, for example. £20, for example, and I can use the GPS there on the 5G network. Simple. So it's just an upsell. And it just seems to me like a bit of a scam. I'm just hoping that there's just one rent-a-car agent that you pay £50 a day. That's okay. Yep, $70, yeah, and that's sort of okay, with no excess. Everything is included. Here's the money, here's the car, done. But it seems to be not so. It's just a sort of a bit of a scam. And the bus, here's another option, or the coach, actually would take 4.5 hours after like 27 hours of flying to get there. Don't know. So hopefully one of my sisters can pick me up at 6:30 in the morning on when I arrive on Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I think it's a Wednesday morning. Just keeping you updated, and if you are traveling to the UK and you need a car, this is sort of like what I found. Now, if anyone does know a viable option of renting a car, because that's what I really want, then please do let me know. So this is sort of like a help, but it feels like good old rip-off Britain, that a foreigner comes to. I actually do feel like a foreigner in the UK. A foreigner comes to the United Kingdom and everything is a scam, and it's like ridiculously expensive. And I think at the moment the only viable option is to take the train to my mum's house, and then hopefully I can get from Abergavenny, which is a small city, town in Wales, to my mum's house, and maybe someone can pick me up. Don't know at the moment, but I'm just keeping you informed of good old, yeah, I will call it rip-off Britain. It's just, oh, why can't it just be like the old days? Now I feel like an old geezer just complaining, and yeah, I am doing a little bit of a rant and a rave related to this, that it just seems so difficult nowadays just to do something simple. I want to rent a car, I have the money for it, but then you want me to charge extra for the excess, and if there's one little scratch on that, just one little scratch, not through wear and tear or whatever, then I lose that £1,500 as well. But I'm paying for the insurance, fully protected. So why do I need to pay that 1,500 extra pounds? I don't know. Is it the same in the United States of America? Is it the same in the country where you live if you rent a car? Do you remember the old days of renting a car? Let me know. Drop me a line and tell me. But if anyone has rented a car at Heathrow Airport via a company, do let me know, and do tell me if there was an excess on your credit card, or did you just pay in advance a one-time fee of $200, $250, bam, done. And then you can just drive the car. Obviously, you've got to do the gasoline prices, etc. So I think it's like £1.50 per litre. So obviously, you're not going to go for the big Merc. I'm just going for the smallest, like Toyota or Kia or Ford Focus or Ford Fiesta, to get to A to B. Again, I don't need to have the super nice car to get through that destination. So again, I repeat, if anyone knows, let me know. And if anyone is going to England in the future, just be aware of these little scams that happen there. It feels like a scam. It's just not honest Britain. It is definitely rip-off Britain. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.